Okay, hi and welcome CI 511. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm very excited to move into Unit 3 after focusing on what is good teaching and teaching and leading with technology. Now we're focusing on the technology itself in Unit 3. We have 3 articles, one by Solomon Perkins, one by Harold, and one by Neil Selwyn. The point of these 3 articles is to get us to consider what technology is, what the goals of using technology for teaching and learning are, and whether or not it's really possible to enact meaningful change using technology. Okay, so the first article by Solomon and Perkins asks us the question, do technologies make us smarter? So they focus on the cognitive effects of technology use. And to respond to this question, they focus on 3 metaphors for technology use. One is the effects with technology. So you can imagine me doing something on this phone, and for example, you can imagine me using Google Maps, and so this would represent a amplification of my cognitive capacity because I don't have to remember all the steps in my head, but can simply go to new places using the technology. So this focuses on the partnership of the user using the technology. Second one is effects of. This is the residual effects of technology use. And finally, we have the effects through. This is a fundamental reorganization of cognitive activity, okay? So those are 3 ways of looking at technology. I would ask us to focus on effects through. So for example, us doing an online master's program, this is a radical reorganization of a higher education program. So instead of having to come in face-to-face, we can enroll you in a master's program, and we can fortunately attend these classes together, okay? The next article is by Harold, and this starts off by contextualizing the fact that schools spend $3 billion a year on content, and the goals of EdTech were to increase academic achievement and to increase the use of technology in teaching. Neither of those things seems to have been borne out. As the author writes, schools rarely realize the full potential of educational technology, finding that is a tool for teachers and less so for the kind of high quality learning we expect students to do. In the age of accountability, these tensions are magnified. Finally, we have the article by Neil Selwyn. He focused on 4 bullet points. One, the fact that there are no technical fixes to education inequality. The inequality is too wrapped up in social, cultural, economic histories and other long-standing tensions. So we're not going to be able to design an app or kind of resolve the problem of public education through better technology use. It's simply not possible to make those kinds of large-scale changes through teachers simply getting better at technology. 2, technology solves nothing is a focus on a concept called solutionism, and this is a metaphor that for example, is very common in Silicon Valley. The idea that we can design an app, or we can create software, or we can create a new company, and this will solve the problem. Third is technology transforms nothing. So rather than technology leading to actual complete revolutions, Selwyn argues that technology is more about remediation. So as technologies are integrated into schools, they do not lead to a complete revolution, but is more, the technology is more commonly mediated into the existing culture and practice of schooling. So things like timetables, assessment, discipline, etc., help to navigate technology. Fourth is a lack of research. So we have many studies that find best practices, that find evidence that technology can lead to individual improvements, but there is less of the research that focuses on sustained systematic change. So we do have the tendency for technology to amplify, especially in kind of individual learning outcomes, but we have a dearth of research that shows how ed tech is leading to large-scale, long-term changes. So these three readings ask us to think about what we want education to be, what the role of technology is in supporting this vision, and how we should organize our schools, our classrooms, our opportunities for teaching and learning that exist outside of those places. Those are the three readings. They're very good. Now we have the assignment. So for the assignment, I ask you guys to focus, or to look at rather, your ed tech plan. So this can be your school technology plan, can be your district plan, and let's go through it together. So for this one, I am asking you to upload your school or district's technology plan, write 3 strengths of the plan, write 3 weaknesses of the plan, and then for each weakness, come up with a strategy to turn the weakness into a strength. Finally, you're going to take a critical approach. So write 4 bullet points and explain each with 1 sentence or so. Finally, write a paragraph that summarizes the plan's goals, vision, or view of technology, as well as a critique of the plan's goals, vision, or view of technology. So that's the assignment. I look forward to seeing what you guys write for this unit. As usual, revisions are always accepted. I have finished grading the revisions for Unit 1, so keep those revisions for Unit 2 coming, and I look forward to a webinar this Wednesday, September 20th, at 8 p.m. Ricardo will be sending out more information about that, but hope to see you there, and I'm very excited for Unit 3. Have a great day. Bye.